welcome to the 2024 Badminton Asia Team Championships happening here in Satya City Convention Center. We're about 40 minutes away from the Kuala Lumpur City Centre and the iconic Twin Towers. And this venue, the first ever convention centre in Malaysia to be certified for the Green Building Index, expressing intentionality and moving forwards towards sustainability and energy efficiency. But our focus today is the finals day in the women's category here in the 5th edition of the Asian Team Championships. And we have India and Thailand. India, of course, 3-0 victory over Hong Kong in the quarterfinals, and what an astounding victory they had yesterday against Japan, going all the way down the wire. Thailand, on the other hand, had it relatively easier, 3-1 victory over Chinese Taipei and 3-1 victory over defending champions Indonesia. Both these teams featuring in the final for the very first time. And what a clash we have ahead of us. Now, well, this morning's schedule will feature India versus Thailand at 4 p.m. local time today. We'll be having the finals of the men's category with defending champion and host Malaysia up against 2018 runner-up China. The order of play today for India versus Thailand begin with PV Sindhu in the women's singles up against Supanida Katethong. It's a 50-50 match, that one, but the next one is the giant killers Tracia Jolly and Gayatri Gopichan Pulela up against Jongko Pan and Ravinda, who pulled off a brilliant victory yesterday over Indonesia. And from there we'll have Ashmita, who defeated former world number 1 yesterday up against Busanon. And if we have to go further, we'll proceed to the women's doubles and the women's singles with the teenage sensation from India, Amol Kab, the giant killer yesterday, will be up if the need is, and it goes down to the wire. Our focus now will be on the first women's singles, and it will be PV Sindhu of India against Supanida Katethong. Here is PV Sindhu, former world number 2, the first and only Indian player to become world champion in badminton. She is a superstar back home in India. Has consistently earned more than $7 million every year since 2021 for 3 years consecutively, making the list of Forbes' highest paid female athletes. Her opponent for today, Supanida Katethong, had a brilliant victory yesterday in the tie against Indonesia. Supanida, currently ranked 16 in the world, has been as high as 14. Won the SEA Games gold medal in women's singles last year in Cambodia, and also helped the team, Thailand, capture victory. This is the 8th meeting between these two players, and 4 out of the previous 7 have gone in favor of PV Sindhu, or 3 of them have gone in favor of the world number 17, Supanida Katethong. The last time they met was in the French Open last year, and on that occasion, PV Sindhu had to retire in the second game. As far as things concerned, India do have an upper hand here in the women's singles, not just due to the head-to-head records, but the form that PV Sindhu has been in. She's recovered from injury and doing really, really well. She's featured both in the women's singles and the second women's doubles yesterday. But her opponent for today, Supanida Katethong, has had the advantage over her 3 times already. The 26-year-old, born in Bangkok, Thailand, world ranking of 17. As I said earlier, she has been as high as 14 in the world, Supanida. PV Sindhu, on the other hand, former world number 2, has been the first women's singles player for India, in fact, only player in India to ever win world championships, and that was in 2019 in Basel. 28-year-old, as I said, recovering from injury. He's just had a shift of coaches as well. We expected the burden will be on her to win the first point. You're looking at Xiu Xiao Feng from China, our umpire for this one, and Yogentaran Murugia, service judge. As far as things stand, in the chances of these two teams claiming the title for the first time. Remember, Thailand have never been in the final. They have featured in 2 semi-finals prior to this. But for India, this is their first ever time making it beyond the quarterfinals. And what an unexpected victory it was yesterday. A series of upsets saw them defeating favorites Japan. On paper, it would seem that Thailand have the advantage in the next match. That will be the women's doubles. Said the pressure is on PV Sindhu to win this one. About ready to get started. Supadida has had a career that is overshadowed by her other compatriots, likes of Busanan, Ratchanok, Intanon, Jindapol, and a few others. As you're looking at the fans here early morning, well, not quite that early, but relatively early in the morning here in Shah Alam, the capital city of Selangor. Because last night the stadium was packed to the brim with host Malaysia, the 3-1 victory over Japan. PV Sindhu with her signature shadow movement before the start of her match.
On my right, India, represented by Sindhu.
Both these players have a strong attacking game. Supanida being much more mobile.
Represented by
No short of support for Thailand.
Level play.
There is a drift coming from behind Supanida. PV Sindhu lost straight games yesterday for the very first time. The Japanese Aya Ohori. But it did spur her team into victory. Despite that, confident lead for PV Sindhu. Once again, the drift. Supanida struggling to get a point on the scoreboard. And still, it's India. Very, very helpful for those nervous fans here for India. Gain the assurance, gain the confidence, seeing PV Sindhu handle this. And that's really positive. Supanida. This is what she's good at, snatching at those shots. Well, you want to be careful at the net with PV Sindhu. It's a long reach as Sindhu. Deflected. The net had a lot to do with that outcome. Supanida with a bit of catching up to do. mistimed it.
Service over. 6-2.
You can see here, the idea was great. Let down by the execution. Sindhu securing herself a 4-point lead. Once again, the drift.
7-2.
There's been a string of unforced errors coming from Supanita's racket. She need to trim those out if stands a chance in claiming this first game. Power, 342 kilometers per hour that last match. Waited for the space to open up. PV Sindhu. Strings sounded like they snapped. Maybe not.
9-3. Stop. Big shot. Before legs after decision. Big shot.
PV Sindhu just in
Before legs
caution.
after decision.
By the umpire. Not influenced the line call. It's dictating things here. PV Sindhu. Error in judgment.
Service over. 3-9.
Supanita's just been struggling to find space in this first game.
Yeah!
Supanida at this point. She's a mountain to climb ahead of her. Eight-point the difference. That's landed well in. PV Sindhu at cruise control. Narrow himself. Did I speak too soon? Might have.
11-19.
Simple, cheap error will gift game point opportunities for PV Sindhu.
Game point 11.
That's wide. One game point saved by Supanida. She's got 8 more to go. Another cheap error. And it's PV Sindhu that claims the first game for India. So look at that final point. It's a steady looking PV Sindhu with a jittery looking Supanida. It's not a complex shot that was played by PV Sindhu. And it's quite some control on the part of the Thai. 17 minutes in that first game. PV Sindhu 21-12. A win that India desperately were counting on.